All right, everybody, welcome back to episode 29 of Happy Hour Live Chat with myself. Boston Blade Reviews is running a little bit behind, but he will be here. And I'm Big J, Jerry with BigJ's Knives, and with us we have
Andrew Baxter, the Tired Tiger.
Tired Tiger is here. This is the first live he's done, so I'm really excited to have him on because I've been trying to watch as many of your videos as possible, and you do a lot of short. Like all of us, when we first start out, we hit the shorts hard, and then we also try to put out as much long content as possible because, of course, that builds your fan base and everything up. But go ahead and tell us, what got you into knives?
Maybe the original First Blood movie.
There we go.
As a kid, I really liked that. His giant knife and all, he was stitching up his wounds with the survival kit in there, and I remember getting like a knockoff of that as a kid. And then years went by and I came up to the Northwest. I actually hopped freight trains up here, and my girlfriend's grandfather had an old Kabar I took with me from World War II, for, I guess, safety, because hopping freight trains was dangerous back in 95. Pretty illegal nowadays, which it was back then. And that was nice to have. And then I eventually got like a SOG Seal Pup Elite. I wanted a good survival knife, and that's been a great knife. And years went by, I didn't have much. I saw this Kershaw Almar. It's an assisted flipper. Great action. It's just 8CR. Nice little pokey stabby. I love the black and the green with it. And I had that, and that was about it. And then my motorcycle buddy was like, "Hey, you got a pocket knife on you?"
Yeah.
I didn't. He's like, "Oh, you're not a real man." I was like, "You're right." And so I think it was this January. Like, my mother passed away last January, and so things are starting to get back to normal. Yeah. And so this January, I was starting to get back into, moderns. Boy, where do I have it? Just like modern flippers. This is a CJRB I won from Big Red EC. Really convenient just to have on you, one hand opening and closing. Yeah. And I was thinking, I don't know why anybody would spend money on these traditional knives that you have to just sit there and open up. And now I'm completely addicted to them. I'm probably over 75-80% traditional knives. I just like the feel of them. They're just so nice.
It's the character. I tell people the character that you can build in something like, I don't know, I'll just pull this out here real quick. This Smoky Valley Sunset with the, and I show this knife all the time, but it's got this patina on it, and you can't really fake that. You're at work, you're doing stuff, or you're at the house and you're cutting open feed bags or messing with chicken, or whatever I do, out there messing around, and it just builds the character behind the knife, I think. And it's I don't know. I've got some moderns, and me and Baxter, we were talking before the episode here, and I'm like, I did a modern video and put it out, and it's only got like 60 some views after like 24 hours, which is, I do so many traditional videos, and then I do a modern, and it just
exactly. I did a few, and like this buck infusion. I got this right when it came out, and I noticed when I was looking for information, there was zero information. There was like one short of this knife, and I'm like, maybe I'll post something, and it's gotten more views on my shorts than my other ones, and I didn't even have a song behind it. And it's just a 7CR G10 assisted flipper from China, but lifetime warranty. I love the blade shape. And like $40, like Petrified Fish or other ones, so affordable. Yeah. But I finally did a review of it, and still not that many compared to my case knives or other knives.
Yeah, my buddy dropped off that ZT0357, and I did a video on it this weekend so I could get it back to him because, we always swap stuff. He comes by on Sunday mornings, and if I got an axe head, I'll give it to him, and he'll give me something. And then today he brought this 0450, and he's in the chat right now. And man,
Yeah,
this thing
zero
is
tolerance, right? Zero tolerance.
yeah. And I did I'm just gonna blow it up here real quick so people can see this thing.
Are those like over $200?
Oh, I would assume. I think I've seen it for like 220 or something on sale. So it's it's a dandy. I did a little short on it, and out near my garden, in between my garden and chickens, I just did a little short on it there before we hopped on here.
Cool.
And it's got a little traction, and he brought me something else I'll show here in a little bit as well. He brought me a K-bar folding hunter, and of course I had an axe head waiting on him. We always just out there just hawking stuff back and forth. But he's the guy who also got us started with the breast cancer awareness
Yes.
giveaway that we're going to do next month.
Okay.
So this month, hey, I got to plug. So Baxter, I'm going to plug real quick.
Okay.
So right off the bat, we got to thank our supporters, which is going to be EDC Leatherworks, Georgia Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Jersey Knife Guy. Then we got North Star Knife Reviews, J.O.Ventures, Jesse McJames. Ben Baxter sent this along to be given away, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
And then Dwayne Letterman. I don't know if you guys know Dwayne Letterman, but he's in the comments once in a while, and he sent some nice handmade stuff to give away with the breast cancer awareness thing. And I've got the box of that stuff right here. But he sent these items, and what I did is I put everything in bags because I don't want anything to get ruined. So he sent these cool little items to be given away with the pink knives we got that we're going to give away as well.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about that. People have just been donating like crazy. So and tonight, you're actually going to do a giveaway, and after you do yours, we'll do the old we'll do one apiece. You'll do yours, and then Happy Hour Live Chat will do ours. But do you want to talk about yours real quick since we got about 30 people on here?
Yeah, I did one at 200 and finally gave it away at 250. I'm going to do a 500 giveaway anyways, but I figured, why not for my world premiere here on your show. So this right here is called the Bulldog. It's a frost cutlery pattern. It's called the Dirt Buster. So it's very similar to a Sod Buster, except let's see if I can get in here. It's 3 blades.
Oh yeah.
And it's a blue, they call it just blue pickbone. It's kind of a Caribbean blue on this side. But it has the usual blades. Really nice snap. It's got the main blade here. They call it drop point, but not much of a drop point. And they have a spay blade on it, which is very interesting. And then they have this really awesome pointy pen blade.
Yeah.
So I'll give this some stickers. I have some coasters on the way. I will send out with it. I figure why not, And
I think I got the matching Stockman for that.
Oh, that's nice.
Watch City Knives. Sean Fleming, I believe, sent this to me.
That's a similar color to that.
Yeah, I'm glad to see him back in the chats. I think he's in here tonight. I haven't been able to see the chats too much, but I hope he's in here.
Yeah, I can't really see the chats. I think they're on my phone. Is that a Steel Warrior?
Yes, it is, sir.
Yeah, this is also a Steel Warrior.
Okay, we're going to do some moving here real quick, Baxter.
There's Kevin. Nice.
Hey, are you there, buddy?
Can you hear me now?
Are you, Kevin? So, guys, Kevin was running a little bit late. I don't know. You can't hear me?
He's on mute.
Yeah, you might be on mute. Are you there now, bud? Hold on, I can't unmute him. You might be muted on your side. He might be checking that out. But okay. I also, do you have a Baxter Blades decal that you're going to give out with your stuff?
Yeah, I have. obviously I'm going to give away some stickers, and then my coaster is going to it's coming in a day or two. That's going to be a round like coaster that's going to go with it, and some other swag that I'll keep it. It'll probably be some more stickers and maybe a key holder or something like that.
Because if you didn't, I had a Baxter's blade when I was going to give away. But guys, I also forgot to mention, Baxter, we have so much stuff we got to give away. And Kevin, you can attest to this, man. We got the best supporters in the game.
100%. 100%. Absolutely, hands down. Guys, I'm sorry for being late. I was out doing yard work.
No.
Decided to crap out on me, so I had to run the store. But I'm here, man. I'm here. I apologize.
You said my mower. I don't know what to do about it. But
you know how it goes.
The Kaiser Roach.
How you doing?
Good. How are you, Kevin?
Good. Thanks. Good to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you. Are you giving away the Kaiser tonight, Jerry?
No, we're running this for a month long. So everyone who puts the word Kaiser in the chats, you get a ticket. And then what I do Wednesday during my lunch and breaks, I go through the live chat because you got to watch an 1.5-hour episode. And anyone who types the word Kaiser gets a raffle ticket. Now, you only get one per episode, and this can only go to U.S. Because there's no way this is going across. It's not going to make it across the border. It just won't.
No way.
So be sure you type the word Kaiser in, and that's going to be our month-long raffle this month. And then next month, we're going to roll into the breast cancer awareness, which I went through the box of that stuff just a second ago, Kevin. And Kevin didn't get this. I don't know if I showed you or not, buddy, but Dwayne Letterman sent this stuff.
Oh, we have the best supporters. That's awesome. Yeah, everybody's been sending things in. You know, guys, we really appreciate it, especially for this type of cause. It's huge, especially for this type of cause. So thank you to everybody that's been sending things in. We really do appreciate it.
And while we're at it, if you have not subscribed to Baxter's Blades, do it now. You know, I think you can minimize your. I don't know, but you got to go over. You need to subscribe to Baxter's Blades if you like traditional blades and killer music. Now, that's another thing about you. You got the craziest music because I think you're a music guy, right?
Yeah, I've been playing music since I was 14. When I first came up to the Northwest in 95, I played in bands for 10 years, probably till I was like 34, 35, and then went on to motorcycles, but always been into music and tunes. I love classic rock, crazy alternative. One of the reasons why when I did my giveaway, I asked you to put your favorite band in is so I get a better idea. And I've done some Leonard Skinner for you, Jerry.
Yeah.
And it's nice, you know, I do some Pink Floyd for Mike Curtis and just try to do a variety for everybody. And I know it's, you know, you never know. Some people might like it. Some people might not. You can watch the short and mute or whatever, but just trying to get some variety out there. And that's kind of what got me into doing the Knife Channel was just doing little 15-second clip with some music.
Oh, Mike Curtis, thank you very much. We appreciate it, sir. We got to put this on the screen.
Sweet. Thank you, Mike.
So
thank you, Mike.
And I was going to ask you, you sound like you're the same age as me. What year were you born?
74, so I'm 49 now. I turned 50 next May.
I was born in 76 because you kept talking about 94 and 95, and that's kind of like when I graduated. And
yeah, I graduated 92, so yeah.
Yeah. But Kevin, I mean, what type, you know, when you're watching a short, what draws me the most sometimes it's the music, Kevin. But I know you do a lot of talking in your shorts too. Do you like the music or just the talking? Because I know you give me advice all the time.
So that kind of depends. Are you saying if I'm watching a short, what do I like?
Yeah, if you're watching one. Yeah, what draws you in? Like what sucks you into it?
I'll be honest with you, and I'll tell you when somebody's talking. Because for me personally, for me personally, if someone's showing a blade, I like to hear what that blade's about, what that knife's about. You know, so for example, you know, Neve's Knives, he'll, you know, he doesn't really do much music. He'll get on there, he'll show a knife, he'll talk about the blade steel, he'll talk about the handle skills, he'll talk about this, you know, this, that. So that's what I've been kind of getting more, you know, geared into is trying to talk more about the blade rather than listening, you know, playing music. There are shorts where I will do music, you know, for, you know, if you've already seen the knife before, Buck 110, everybody knows that. There's not much to say about it. So I'll do music to that. But if I have a new blade or something that's new to my collection, kind of go off of what the scales, and etc. That kind of draws me in, though, when someone's talking about it. You learn from that.
Well, you gave me that advice the other night, and I put a short out before we did this, and you'll like it because I talked about them. It's a knife that Jesse lent me.
Yep.
That zero tolerance. So I kind of explained a little bit. I kind of followed your advice on that, but that's going to roll in right into my next question, Baxter. Like, what made you start YouTube? I know for me and Kevin, it was kind of with me. I was watching it, and I was like, I got a ton of knives. I can do this. But what got you like to where you're like, I'm going to get a camera, or I'm going to shoot with my phone, however you're doing it? But
I was watching a lot of other. I was watching like your channel and Big Red EDC, Thrifty Kniffy, and a lot of channels, and sometimes I would just see shorts about somebody going out to a lake and pulling out their knife, and it was just a little clip of it. I'm like, I can do that. Yeah. And I kind of went for a hike down to the ocean with my girl, and I was on the beach, and I pull out my little 112.
Oh, Kevin, look what he's got.
Just a little Slim Select, like I'm like, I had to get it. Great little knife. And I was just like, there's ocean. And I did that and no music, nothing. Just like, look at the view. Here's my little plasticky knife. And we walked back to the car and I had 600 something views. I'm like, what's going on? And then we were kind of laughing, like maybe I should do some crazy music behind it. And so we started having fun, just doing like little songs. And in wintertime, I'd be in my shed and just pull out a small little knife and show it with no music and just for the fun of it. What really got me into it, I posted a video on this 4th of July. And what really got me into it was everybody out there who's into these knives and the great community and how uplifting everybody is. It's like, because I could just be posting videos of knives and sure the world would see it, but just communicating with all these people out there who have channels or don't have channels, like Fibitat doesn't have a channel, but he's commenting and it's just, that's kind of what kept me in here and started to get me going. I don't do knife reviews quite like Slip Joint Sawyer or Thrifty Kniffy. They're very in-depth. Every knife they show, they'll show the cancer warning on the box for every knife they show. They're super in-depth. And that's great. So when I want to look at a knife, I know everything about it, but I just like showing the knives. And I was just going to do shorts, and I started like, hey, maybe I'll talk about it, and slowly started getting into it a bit.
Yeah. And so me and Kevin got these. I don't know. I did a video on this dang Kexmo.
Okay.
And you were talking about the box, and I immediately text Kevin what I thought of this thing. But you guys will have to watch a video to see what I really think. But
I mean, doesn't every box have a California cancer warning? Every knife? I have yet to find one that doesn't.
Well, this one just got made in China on a couple times, but then you got like, what you should do with it, survival, outdoor, like you don't know that already, but
and that's good information, for people who are looking to buy the knife. They want to see the boxes,
I guess,
So there's actually something funny about the box, and because I got one too. I was sent that knife, and I'm not doing a review on it yet. Only reasons I haven't used it. I'm not going to do a review on a knife that I haven't used. But hey, do you want to talk about the box? What it says on it, Jerry?
It's got like women on it. It's got
weird. It's very, very strange.
Here, I'll just blow it up real quick so people can see. But Kevin got one of these and was like, I said, I got an email, but if you look, it's got some dots and then women and the letter B.
What?
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if you just don't know. But this is very similar to a Civivi.
Okay.
So
those are great knives.
Yeah.
Are those both Civivis?
No, this is a Kexmo, which looks exactly like a Civivi.
Yeah, it looks, blade shape and everything.
Yeah, so Kevin, what do you think of yours, bud?
So I got this knife, 2 weeks ago? I'd say about 2 weeks ago, and my first thought when I looked at the box was, this isn't going to be good. Just seeing the misspelling, if that is misspelling, I'm not sure, but very cheap box. So I'm like, all right, it's going to be a real cheap knife. But when I opened it up, the first thing I thought about was Civivi. Now, if you look at it, you can see Civivi. Now just picture a C right here. Civivis have the C. Picture a C right there. And then same thing with the opening. Looks just like a Civivi. I actually have a Civivi right here to show you. So here's a Civivi.
Yeah.
Here's
Same
this knife here.
Yeah.
You know, so very, very similar as far as the back over here where you have the lanyard hole. Same thing right up here with the lanyard hole. It's the same exact idea in the back. Just very, very similar. So my first thought was it looks just like a Civivi. To be honest with you, though, mine came dead center, strike 3 down the middle as far as centering. Yeah, no blade play at all. Zero, no blade play. Lockup on mine is decent. I will say that. Lockup on mine is decent. Now, the process, the quality of these knives are going to differ. I believe are going to differ from knife to knife. I don't think that Big J got the same quality knife as I got, but you're going to have to watch his video on that. Mine, as far as fit and finish, is not bad. But again, I haven't used this knife. I haven't taken this out and used it, so I can't give you a full review of it. You know, for right now, all I can say is the fit and finish is decent. As far as how it performs, I have no idea. But Big J did some testing on it, so you're gonna have to watch that video.
Yeah, it was basically just like a tabletop Baxter. But one thing about mine is the lockup just It's scary, kind of, because it's just right on the edge. If I barely touch that.
Yeah.
So if you got this in your hand and you're torquing on something and say your finger kind of pulls on it and it's ground like really slanted, they got to grind it to a slant anyway. But this looks like it was made just in the same basement as a Civivi, honestly.
Well, yeah, it could be they're knocking off each other, like they worked at the same factory, and so they're like, "Hey, we got these. Let's do it." Are those on roller bearings or like just washers? But the action looks really good on them.
Yeah, I want to say
they're on. I believe they're running on phosphor bronze.
Yeah, and I have a QSP Penguin that's bronze, and it's still the action's great on those too.
Yeah, and it comes sharp. It slices right through paper. Me, I'm the guy that's always cutting paper like a dummy, but I just love a sharp knife. But I love that buck 112 you just pulled up there because I got one right within.
Yeah, I wanted one in red, but they don't have them in red anymore. That's a great knife.
But Kevin will probably tell you that if you're looking for a buck, we're probably the best buck 112 advertisers out there, but Kevin.
It's the 112 Sport.
Yeah,
all day.
That's a grail knife.
All day.
112 Sport Pro or a 110 Sport Pro is definitely one of the grail knives for me.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you, like that's one of my questions, and I kind of
have this.
Yeah.
I have this, but this is the pin construction. It's not the TRX, and it's a thinner than the Pro, definitely. But this was a grail knife for a while. I did put a different pocket clip on it here, but I just love this knife, and a lot of people.
Is that the Slim Pro TRX?
What's that?
Is that the Slim Pro TRX?
No, this is the old one with the micarta and the pinned. It's just this called the Slim Pro. This is the brown. I think they had them at Copper and Clad. But
yeah, yep.
I did want the TRX. I love the TRX, but I wanted micarta and not the G10. Which G10 is great, but these were on sale for like $89. Same steel.
Yep, that's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. It reminds me of the TRX.
Yeah, it's basically the same without torque screws. Yeah,
just micarta.
Yeah. Yeah, and I emailed Buck and I was like, "Do you have any plans on releasing the TRX in micarta?" And they're like, "No, but we have the Sport Pro." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, which is a great knife." So that's one of my grail knives. Another grail knife would be the Alpha Pro, the Scouts. They have the bigger than the Scout, and I know you have one, Kevin. And every time I see it, I drool. And now they released an even bigger one. And I'm not even a hunter. I don't even skin. And that's a purpose-built knife. But, oh, man, I just the blade shape and they have rich light and then they have the walnut.
Yeah, that Richlight is. I like the Richlight a lot, and like you said, that blade shape is just perfect.
That's great.
It is.
Yeah, the Scout or the normal size one, and now, like I said, they have even a bigger one, and they're right around the $200 mark, which is a little out of my budget for not skinning deers and stuff. But that's a grail fixed blade for me for sure.
I'll tell you, this forward finger choil that they put on here is it absolutely, it just melts right into your hand with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It melts right into your hand. It's perfect. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. You get a really nice grip on it. But I mean, the price tag's a little bit high, but you are paying for, to be honest, it's actually S35 VN.
Yeah, good blade steel for the money.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at other companies like Benchmade, and those companies they're going to put out a knife like this, and I guarantee you it's going to be higher priced.
Exactly.
So, $300 all day. So I'm not going to knock Buck for pricing this at $200 because
it's still affordable. Yeah.
Exactly. You put a butterfly on this knife from Benchmade, and it's $300.
That's $100 per wing, they say.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Baxter, I know when I watch your videos, I see a ton of traditionals, which that's why I watch your channel. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're a traditional. It seems like you got a ton of them and a ton of good ones. It seems like every time I pick one up, it's like, boom, you've got it, and you've already got your short out and everything. But what is your favorite traditional that you've bought here, probably within the last year? What's your favorite one that you've got here recently?
I'm really happy with Rosecraft blades. When they kind of got me into traditionals, because I was into moderns, like my petrified fish, on bearings, my Carta, K110 Buller steel, which is basically D2, and you pick them up for $42. And I was really into these, but then I started seeing these Rosecraft blades, and Andy Armstrong, his design. I don't have one here. You've all seen them. Like the Clinch River blew me away. And those knives really started getting me into, that's what got me into traditionals. Yeah. Yeah, great knife. They're going to come out with apparently some different bone colors. I just love the look of that. And I'm a big orange bone fan or bourbon bone fan. And razor sharp, fit and finish is amazing. And it was $40-something. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what I'm spending for these modern ones. I'll try it out. And that got me into it. And so I started watching RJ's knives and talking to him about case knives. And he's like, give it a shot. And I did. My first two were horrible fit and finish, but every one I've got since has been really good. So I'm glad I gave him a third chance.
Yeah,
what was the knife that you say got you into traditionals?
Rosecraft blades.
That's what got you into traditional knives?
Rosecraft. They were kind of coming out with they'd come out with them a few months earlier. And like the Little River Bend Skinner and White Bone. I like the bones and the
I love that.
Clinch River and the Appalachian Jack and
yep.
And
isn't it amazing the price? Isn't it amazing the price point on a knife that you get that good fit and finish on?
Exactly.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
I didn't have any GECs to compare it to, and cases can be just as good.
Never know.
And I'm finding case knives to be actually lower than Rosecraft blades in price now. Like I'm finding case knives in the $40 range, and some of the Rosecrafts are in the $50 range. So I'm buying more case knives too, and they're made in America. And I'm looking forward to when they start their production in the USA also.
Yeah. And I think, Kevin, you had this knife, and then I bought it because you had it, and you were telling me about it. And I agree with what you say. Like I've got some GECs back there, and this is on par with all of them. I mean, the half stops, the action, where your your GECs is going to be 1095 and a little more premier covers, where these are just some bone and some but GEC here lately, they've went to the route of more micarta and but then trying to get them on a drop, that's another problem you run into.
I cannot find them. I'm always at work. I get notifications. I go there, an hour later, they're all sold out.
Know how that goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that gets me is how you can get, and it just gets me. It's how you can get such good fit and finish on a knife like this, right? This Appalachian Jack. What was the price on this? I believe it was like $35 at the time.
I think when we got them, they were probably about 32 to 34 because we probably used a discount code, probably Big Red EDC actually.
Yeah, so for $32, and I literally, you can't find one flaw on this knife. The spring here, it's just, there's no gap at all. Everything is flush. The action is, I mean, this thing bounces. You hear that?
Yeah.
It's just
crazy.
For $34, $32, that's what gets me is you get a knife like this, but then you look at a GEC, the prices. But I mean, I'm not gonna start knocking GEC. We got too many GEC fans, and I'm not going there. So I like GEC though. I do like GEC. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying for $34, it's unbelievable. You can
exactly. Nice. Well, and that's because it's micarta covers and not the bone covers, so they're a little bit more affordable.
Yeah.
They went out of stock and they did find a case of them in the back of their warehouse, and then they rose the price up to $40. So I think when they get the new ones, they're realizing they're such good quality they can charge a little bit more.
Yeah, well, yeah, and Thomas McDonald just said that too. Rosecraft, there it is. He's seen it at the same time I seen it, and they have, and that's something I noticed because I wanted to buy a couple knives from them, and the price just, and they didn't go up a little bit, they went up. They went up drastically,
and they're worth it still. Yes.
And they're still worth it, right? That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. So what? So you say your favorite traditional is the Rosecrafts?
That's what got me into it. One of my favorites would be the Tony Bowes Panama Trapper in the lizard skin.
If Doom Crew is on here right now.
What's that?
I said if Doom Crew was on here right now, he'd be licking his chops.
Yeah, he has a hard time with service. He was saying he might have to watch it later, but he got me into the lizard skin, and his early 90s versions almost have a nicer looking bone, and you don't see very many of these anymore. But this was still like $84, and it's a large big boy trapper. It has half stops, and it's a Tony Bowes. So this was one of the, and I haven't used it that much because it's kind of a queen safe, but I just love the green bone in it.
We appreciate you taking it out of the safe for this live.
I usually keep it. I just want to keep in the box.
Yeah.
And RJ even says that's a sweet knife. And RJ, I told him he needs to get on these live chats. So hopefully this is going to be a downward spiral for Baxter's blades to make the circuit. Get you on RJ, get you on a Saturday morning chat with Tom and stuff like that. And,
I think I'll be on RJ's in probably a couple of weeks here.
Okay.
And, RJ was the one to, kept pushing me like, give him one more shot, and I'm glad I did because I got more than a few really nice case knives, and I'm very happy with them.
Yeah.
Baxter, how long? Maybe I don't know if Big J asked you this before. I jumped on, but how long have you been collecting knives?
Only seriously since January. Like I've had a few, like I said, a few knives when I was younger and when I was hopping freight trains. But really, I honestly got into it just this January and started getting heavy into it in like March, I think. So
yeah, and that's interesting. You said you were hopping freight trains and stuff like that.
Yeah, up to the Northwest.
I've done similar things. I have buddies that done similar things myself. Maybe not to that extent that you have, but I know. But that's pretty cool. But now, when you were younger, did you used to mess around with knives and stuff like that?
I was telling Big J, the First Blood movie in Rambo got me into the big knives, and I had like a Rambo knockoff as a kid. And of course a couple of Swiss Army knives that I still have, which I need to sharpen up, and they're cool knives. They're good multi-tools.
Yeah, they are. You like Victorinox?
Kind of. I actually just ordered another one. It's the Smoky Mountain Halloween exclusive because I love the pumpkin head on it. I don't, like I said, I don't use that much. A lot of times I'll have a Leatherman if I need it, but I have them out in my shop and I use them out there.
So I got to show you a knife that Big J just gave me. Actually, he gifted to me. This is a Victorinox. This is the I'm trying to think of the name. The small one. The what is it, Jerry?
Oh shoot! You asked me too quick. The I forget.
It's all right. It's the small one. They sell them in stores. You can get them a lot, but this one's a little different. It says the cutting edge on it, which
SD Classic. SD Classic.
SD Classic, yeah. They sell these. You can get them at Walmart, but you're not going to get it with this writing on there. And he found this at his flea market that he goes to, and this is just a great knife, the SD Classic. You have your file on there, your blade, your scissors. You guys know what this is, but this is what I wanted to show you is the cutting edge, and we looked that up, and what that refers to is basically the technology behind this brand Victorinox. But I just asked, because Victorinox, I believe, is a great brand. But they've been around forever. I love Victorinox knives.
Yeah, and that's a great knife. I got my girlfriend the Funky Chicken. It has a bunch of chickens on it. It's the same one. She fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And at first she was like, "You're not really getting me a knife, are you?" And I'm like, "No, it's got tweezers and scissors and stuff on that." But she saw the Funky Chickens and was super happy with it.
Absolutely. And how long have you been? I think you might have answered this. How long have you been on YouTube for?
Well, I started my channel as a music channel in 2013, but little did I know I never put my 2 songs I had on there public. They're all in private, and so I basically started this February, maybe March. I think I have some video. I just used the same channel. I just made it public and started showing knives that I have.
That's awesome. Yeah, you seem very knowledgeable for the short time that you've been doing it. So you've obviously been getting into it a lot.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from Thrifty Kniffy and of course RJ and Ropers and like I said, when RJ invited me on his channel early on, I didn't think I really knew enough to even what am I going to talk about? I don't know much about him, but yeah, for the last few months, I think I've gotten a lot of knowledge about steels and quality control and stuff like that.
And what's your favorite brand of knife right now?
Oh, that's tough. That's a tough one. I don't know if I have a favorite. I like Case and Buck.
Oh, you're in on this channel.
Exactly.
Because we're on here.
I do have more Case knives than Buck, but if I was in a hard situation in the mountains, I'd have to grab my 110 or something like that because I know it'll stand up and hold up. And granted, a Case trapper is good to do the job too, but like serious hard use, I'd take a Buck any day.
Well, yeah, that brass and wood is hard to break.
Exactly. I mean, I got the 120th anniversary for my father for his birthday, and I thought, hey, this is a little bit overkill for him. He's in the 70s, and so I'm like, well, I guess I'll just keep it. But I just
there you go.
The thickness of it, the ebony woods, the construction, the quality is just so good. If I was into hunting, I'd probably take this. I do have the Selkirk, which is the Chinese made, but still a great knife.
Yep. I was looking at that.
And these were like in the 70s, $80, but I think it was Midway had them for $50. I'm like, you can't go wrong with that.
I would have grabbed it. Yeah, for that money, I would have grabbed it.
It's just so hard to pick a favorite, like Rosecraft. I'm really a big Rosecraft fan, but Case has kind of been blowing my mind. I actually, a little teaser, I'm not going to pull the blades out, but found this at an antique store. It's the 6244 small little jackknife, and a great shape. Patina on the back springs there, patina on the blades. The action was great. I'll show this on a way back Wednesday. But 1975, and I think I got it for $15, $16.
That's great. I mean, that's short money for that knife.
I've got to show something real quick. Someone sent me a gift this week, and it was Ben Baker. He donated what's going to be in the giveaway today.
Okay, yeah.
Version, but I've got this 77 model. This is Cigar Jack, case Cigar Jack, just in great condition. And he sent me a 70s model pumpkin box out of the goodness of his heart, because he had these and I don't know what he's doing. I'm like, hey man, you got some 70s pumpkin boxes up there, and he goes, well, I'll send you one. And and then he's like, dude, give me your address, and I did, and he graciously sent this, and I very much appreciate it, because now this knife sits on top of this box, where I keep all my other knives. But I had to just give a thanks there for that, because
he's a really cool channel. It was Randy's WSG pointed me his way. I'm not sure how many subs he's at now, but he has a lot of really good case knives, and he plays music too.
Yeah, he got some Gibson guitars and stuff, and he actually works pretty hard. He does AC and heating installs and fixes them. I think his family owns the company, but he's a younger gentleman, and it's just great to see younger guys like him doing some work with their hands and not sitting in the basement playing the video games and stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, doing stuff and earning his own money, going out. And he's like us, he goes to these flea markets and stuff, or tries to find older case knives. He's just not into the new stuff. He's into the older stuff as well, which is great for a younger guy doing that, man, keeping it alive, keeping it rolling.
You guys have all the good flea markets out there. I don't know. I mean, you guys find some scores. Even Randy's WSG, he went to the thrift store and found some awesome old case knives for $1.50. Yeah. I'm like, I don't have that up here. I really wish, but I'm starting to hit the antique stores a bit. But like I said, I'm spending $15, $16 for older knives.
Well, are you up? You don't have to say where you are, but are you up near my way?
I'm near the Seattle area, so I'm just north of Seattle, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're on the West Coast, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you are, Boston. I guess you're not in Boston anymore.
Right above it. Right above it. I moved up a couple states.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So I'm originally from Boston. We were just there yesterday. I was sending Jerry some videos. I still go back there. Yeah.
I got to tell a story about a flea market today. I woke Sarah up this morning. I was like, hey, we should go over to Bloomington. It's an hour away, but they have a third Sunday flea market. She's like, I don't really want to go. And I'm like, okay, we'll go grocery shopping or whatever. And we did. And we come home. And on my way home, James Stork sends me a freaking message. Hey, I'm out here at the third Sunday flea market. I ran into Lee, and I got me a couple of case knives on the cheap. And I'm like, gosh darn it. I just missed, but oh well. You win some. I bought enough knives the last 2 weeks to where I don't have to buy any for probably another 6 months, and I'll have fresh content every day.
Well, I keep saying that, and then
you've been crazy.
I want to get a few more, but I love your shorts, Jerry, on the flea market. Like I remember seeing those, like holy cow, just showing knife after knife after knife. I'm like, that's a dream place. I almost want to go there just for the flea market.
And I'll go there. Like if my wife, she's got to work one weekend a month, and if it falls on that weekend, I'll go out there in the morning and pull up a chair and just sit there with Lee and the other guy, and we'll just sit there and talk knives for 2 or 3 hours until James Stork shows up, and then me and him will walk around a little bit and buy some stuff. And
good times. Yeah,
it's great when you can, you meet these guys through YouTube here, and then next thing you know, you're shopping with them at a flea market. It's great. I love it. Like Jesse McJames, he just lives in my town here, and he comes over on the weekend. We'll swap axe heads for knives, and he'll give me stuff to do videos on, and it's phenomenal, man.
Awesome. Is that the guy you run into at Walmart, or is that somebody else?
Yeah, it's him. Yep. Cool. Every time I'm in Walmart, he's in there. Then we'll go back into the clearance aisle looking for knives.
That's awesome.
I gotta throw a thank you and a shout out to Tom at Knife Delights. Tom's just a great guy. Love Tom. He's an awesome guy. I'm sure you're very familiar with his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he just sold me a knife that I got from him. This is a buck knife. This is the great action on it. This is the 842. 842, sprint ops, and just a great knife that he, was able to get over to me, and I'm, very appreciative of that. S30V. I don't know if you guys have seen this. You've probably seen it on his channel, but this is just a great knife. Has a thumb ramp here where you can really just, get great grip on this. You have a finger choil here, kind of like and it just fits your hand so nice. You can come up if you're doing, whatever type of task you're doing, but just a great knife. And that was sent over from Tom at Knife Delights. Guy's just a great guy, fantastic guy.
I remember seeing his review on that. So that's it's the Blade Ops or something. I've seen him in like a burlap micarta also, I think.
Yeah, the Sprint Pro Ops.
That's right, Sprint Pro Ops.
Sprint Ops Pro, isn't it? Is it Sprint Ops Pro or
Sprint Ops Pro? But it's somewhere along those lines. Yeah, just the colors on it are awesome though. The blue and the black.
Yeah,
very nice. Very
yeah,
nice.
I really wanted to get a like I said, like the brown micarta, but I still have yet to spend more than $90 for a knife, and someday I might,
I know, I'm with you though. I love micarta myself. Micarta is just it feels so good in your hand.
Guys, I was going to say something. We're all kind of we always like to support these newer channels. Have you guys run into this Gunslinger Cal?
Oh yeah, I'm watching his channel all the time. He has a huge collection of case knives, always commenting on his shorts. He started off just a little while ago. I think he's up at maybe 70 or 80 subs now. Is he on here right now?
I don't know, but I just like shouting out new channels, and that's one
great channel
because he's like the stuff that we're into, like myself and Boston and Baxter. There, we're kind of into the older stuff with a lot of background to it, and he seems to have a lot of it. For one.
Yeah, he has a lot of older knives for sure. Yeah. Most of my collection, like I said, a lot of them are newer. But when I can, I'll try to go out and find something older, but not nearly as much as what all these other guys have.
Yeah, I think I learned about him through Seeing Toad, maybe. I'm not sure. And then I started watching it, and I was like, holy crap. I've got some stuff. So. But next on my question is, you showed a couple of moderns there. What is your modern folder? What's your modern folder of choice that you're going out?
I'm really happy with the Petrified Fish. This is a Orion Cetus. Really cool blade shape. I think it's it's 14C 28N. I love the blade shape. I love the wood covers. They come in G10 also. I think these were in the $70 range. I think I got it for on sale for $60-something. This is one of my favorites. Action's great. It's got a little fuller so you can just finger flick it. And then Big Red EDC got me into the CJRB, the Echo, and they have the pyrite, and they're around $50. But I think I got this for under $50. And I'm not really into the steel handle knives. It's a little bit slicker, but the action, the button lock, is great on this, and it's good steel. I think this is the powdered steel.
Yeah, those are nice. My audio, something's
going on.
Yeah, sure. Your guys' audio a little jacked up.
I'm hearing it sounds like Big Ben. There's a rubber duck. Some truckers driving by.
There's a fan blowing into the mic or something somewhere.
What? The audio is messed up?
Yeah, something is.
Do you have a fan going?
How's that?
There we go. Is that what it was?
That was me. Yeah, sorry about that.
All of a sudden, and I didn't mean to cut you guys off earlier, but I couldn't really understand what was going on.
No, you're good.
Kind of your guys' conversation. I'm like, something's going on, man. I'm
that
sorry.
Was me. You're good.
Probably going right into the mic.
Right, that's what it was doing. Yeah.
And while we had you blown up, I was pointing out my ear to Boston, and I'm like, something's messed up in my earphones, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I didn't know what you were talking about.
James Stork, I just told everyone about the message you sent me earlier today. You son of a gun! I see you in here. bragging that you're at the flea market out there in Bloomington and run into my favorite guy, Lee. He's in here now, but yeah, those are all great. Modern, I have a little bit of moderns. I got a drawer here but I don't have a ton of them. I got some Benchmates, not a lot though, only 3. A few Spydercos, stuff like that. But I tell you what, you said you were a fan of Rosecraft, and I think Kevin's got this knife as well. But do you have one of these?
Yes. Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, I got that. I think it was like $30. I actually just posted a short the other day of it. Great knives.
Yeah, and you may have even showed this, but I couldn't tell what was going on, so I was trying to figure out if it was my headphones or why I was trying to fix stuff.
Action's great, D2 steel. I got really attracted to it because the harpoon shape. It seems a little bit heavier than other moderns, but that's not a bad thing. A heavy knife is great for cutting sometimes, and it's that's a thick blade stock.
It's a hard use knife. You know who did a review on that? That did a great review was Scab over on yes, you guys all know Scab, but he swore by that knife when that knife came out, and I believe he said that he carried that every day. He did say that actually, that it was one of his main carries. So if you guys want to see a review on that, I'd definitely check out Scab's review, man. That is one tough knife. It's a very tough knife.
For the money, it's probably the best option for a modern knife. I mean, a modern knife in micarta and D2 with that bearing action, great build quality for $30. You can't.
Yeah. If you're going somewhere where you need a hard use knife, that would be the one to get. If you want to, spend short money, that would be it.
Yeah.
Well, and I was going to say this Kexmo is $29.99 on Amazon. Okay. And this thing with the discount code was $30, I think I paid.
Yeah.
These two, I'm throwing this in a dumpster. I'm taking this to war because you know what I mean. There's no comparison in the two.
It's heavy duty, and that pocket clip is really tight. It's not coming out of your pocket for sure.
It is tight. It is tight.
Loosen mine up a bit.
You know what? I was looking at videos how to loosen it up. I mean, I know how to. You just gotta bend it, but there's sometimes a way to do it because that thing's a little bit too tight. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's still great quality.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not gonna lie. It's a hard use knife, and I sent mine to Kevin. Then I sent it to Doom Crew because Doom Crew is all about he likes a little larger knife, and I said take it to work, pry on it, do what you want, and he's a nice guy. He probably didn't do that, but I mean, if you break it, I didn't care. $30 if it gets lost or if he breaks it, it's worth it just for the content, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm done. I went out and bought that Buck 112 Slim Select just to have it to compare to my other 112s when I do videos.
Yeah.
I was surprised, man. When you sent me that knife to review, I was surprised because I know that you said it was $30, and I was just like, wow, like the quality of that for $30 is out. But then again, Rosecraft has great quality. They really do. You can't deny that, especially for the price point.
Yeah, and the 112 Slim, I think I got this for $26, which is a deal, and it doesn't quite have the flip open action. I mean, you have to kind of slow roll it, but I'm really impressed with the 420 Boss heat treat. Like I haven't even had to sharpen this, and it just keeping its edge. Like
that's the best 420 you'll ever get.
And the blade centering's perfect, and I'm just like I'm really blown away. I actually want to get a 110 version of the Slim Select because it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's that 420 from Buck. That 420 is just unbelievable. That will go and go and go. I've used many Buck 420 knives and 428C knives, and all you need is a little bit of a strop every now, every here and there you strop it, brings it right back to life. I mean, that 428C is unbelievable.
And honestly, Bucks come sharper than any other manufacturer.
Yes, I agree. I say that too.
From the factory.
Them in Spyderco, I would say them in Spyderco, but I say that Bucks come a little bit sharper, and that's just my opinion.
But you were saying you got your Slim Select, your 112 for $26. I paid $34 for this one at World King. And this one I got it for like $20. So
I found it on Chicago Knife Works. Of course, I'm always looking for the best deals. I think they have them at Copper and Clad in the 30s. But yeah, I mean, under $30, I was pretty stoked with it.
Yeah.
This knife here, this is the Buck TRX Pro, and I'll tell you, this knife here, I just can't get over how good of a knife it is. I mean, I still use this all the time. You can see this is S30V, and you can see that it's used on both sides. You know, you can see how it's used there all over the blade, and that's just from cutting and doing this and that. But this S30V on Buck's knives is unbelievable. S30V on Buck's knives, I believe, is one of your best S30. It's all comes down to the heat treat. But this knife in general is a great knife. Have you ever had your hands on this one?
No, I was gonna get that, but instead I got my one.
Yeah, that's right. You said that. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I saved $10, but no, that Boss heat treat, it's good on their 420 and their S30V. I wanted to get that knife in the olive drab green, and I probably will, but maybe I'll just spend $20 more, $30 more, and get the sport.
Yeah, there's a big difference, because the problem is with this knife is it's a great knife, but it's a little thin in the handle.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you look at the difference.
And the pro out your hand like a traditional buck, yeah. And having big hands, it's kind of nice to have that grip, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean the difference is huge. I mean look at the thinness, and then look at the thickness of this here. It's not even close, and you get much. This is much more comfortable if you're going to be feather sticking or whatever, because your hand's not going to get it tied as quick. But
yeah, you got the torque screws on those too.
Yeah, that's why it's called TRX. That's the reason why they did that. I think this is one of the first ones they did with the torque screws. I could be wrong, but I think that's why they called. Pretty sure that's why they do TRX. But this one here just blows it out of the water.
Okay, well, I'll definitely have to get the Pro or the Sport Pro first.
Yeah. I highly recommend it. It was a game changer for me when I purchased it, and
you got,
I rock at least
the jacked up edge. You had to fix the edge on it.
I did, but I tell you what, I haven't had to sharpen it since.
Of course not. Yeah.
It'll pop hair, and I sharpened Kevin's too the same night, and and you just drop it once in a while. I made these. I don't know if you guys see my video, but I made these homemade straps from leather chunks that J.O. sent me.
I saw that video.
And I just got them hanging right here, so I can pull them down and strop real quick while I'm on the fly. And but yeah, J.O., if you guys don't know, he started an Instagram account. So if you're looking for some slips, send him a little message on Instagram or send him an email. Go to his channel bio and send him an email. And you know, he's got great prices. Quality of leather is good. And you know, I actually got some right here. Well, I did. I don't know what I did with them, but you guys.
I got some right here. If you want me to show it, I got some.
Yeah. Oh, they're back behind him.
I'm gonna be sending Jo a traveling knife, my first traveling knife. I was gonna hand it off to Big Red EDC, but we all agreed that we want a Jo slip, and John has offered to make one for it, so he'll be getting that soon.
Great guy, Jo. He's a great guy.
And then if you go to my description, you'll see all the supporters below, but you also EDC Leatherworks Etsy channel. So get on there. He's got slips. He's got. I bought his last pancake sheath and gifted it to Jersey Knife Guy, because Jersey would always question about the pancake sheath that you wear on your belt, and he's like, I always see him asking questions about it, and I needed to get him a gift because you guys won't believe the amount of stuff that Jersey sent me last week to give away.
Yeah, he's always
a bag of knives. I couldn't believe it, and you know, he needs a big thank you. And I sent him that out of, you know, for myself in Boston. I just ordered it, and I put his shipping address in, and I told him to write a little note for him and get it up there to him and let him wear that son of a gun and see what he thinks about it.
He's one of the most giving guys. I mean, there's so many, but he's one of the most giving guys in the community. He's constantly giving things, you know, but there's a few of them out there. There's a few people out there, a lot of them that just, this community's awesome. It's known for that. So,
well, Randy at EDC Leatherworks probably gives more than he sells.
It's unbelievable. It's unreal. It's unreal.
WSG's like, he's starting to make slips, and he's making beads, and he's giving them out to like Ken, Last Chance Knives. I want to get some of Randy's beads for sure. And J.O.Ventures makes some really good stuff, you know.
Yeah, he does.
His notepads and the belt pancake sheath changed my life. I'm not gonna lie. Once he sent this to me and I started wearing it and it freed pocket space.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, have mercy. But there's a new leather maker on the circuit. And you know,
Oh yeah.
he made this for me.
Look at that.
Today.
Great job. Great job.
She also made this one. Yes, you know, she practiced. I bought her a big old bag of leather scraps, and she made this yesterday. And it's a little big, but it houses this huge 65 through 69 case toothpick I got. Look at this thing. Look how big that is.
Is that
look at that? Look at that slip for a first time slip. That's awesome. Great job.
She put Big J in that son of a gun.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
When she's starting her Etsy page.
I don't know. I told her she couldn't compete with anyone in my circle. So if she sells them, she'll have to do it at her work or set up at a flea market or something like that. Because this is our little circle, right, guys?
Yeah.
So,
she did a great job on them.
I bought her a big old roll of veg tan leather. I found it on sale at Hobby Lobby. She hasn't done anything with that yet because she wants to practice on those scraps first. And she done this second one she made. She used J.O. gave her dimensions and told her how to cut it and everything. And
looks great.
Come out pretty good. So
is that kind of have a green tint to it? Is it like it almost looks like a tan green?
Yeah, it's like almost like an olive kind of.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure,
a great color.
But what she did is when she made it, she said, "Give me your wax." So I gave her some of wax that Last Chance Knives sent me, and that's she's in there. She's rubbing it in. She even hammered the grommet or the eyelet in. I bought her a little eyelet kit, and she's in there, bang, bang.
That's awesome. That's awesome. She did a great job.
Yeah, she's she really supports me and what I do with the community here, and she really looks up to Georgia and Jo and those guys who are making stuff out there. And winter's getting ready to hit, so she'll need something to do for the winter. And
wait 3 months. She'll be making some real good stuff.
Yeah. And she's just put a comment in. She said she'll have to practice some more before I give any away.
Yeah.
Once she's got all that practice leather, she wants to make some more of them. Maybe I'll put it in with one of our giveaways we do here, and send them out. And see what. But I don't want her selling them.
Can she make a pink one for the breast cancer awareness?
Probably, but J.O.'s already made one with pink thread and everything.
Awesome.
I've been talking to him a lot. We've been FaceTiming, and he's been messaging me and stuff like that. And he's making some good stuff. He is. I don't know, all these guys on here, they just make phenomenal stuff. And I just can't explain it because of stuff that I'm into, because of the way it feels, the texture behind it, the classiness, I want to say. Like this right here is just
handmade by friends.
Like Kevin always talks about this leather and how it gets the patina behind it and everything. And Kevin's a leather aficionado. I knew nothing about it till he started talking to me about it, honestly.
Yeah, I like the shine to that piece.
Yeah, I just wear it, my shirt rubs on it, and I guess it does the trick.
If you guys really look into how leather is made, how it from the starting process to the ending process, it's there's so much that goes into it. And it's just, I think people take, not saying anyone, but people take for granted how, when they buy leather, they don't really, your normal, maybe the people that don't know about leather, they're not going to really understand the quality of something that's real good that you're getting, how much went into that. So, the best thing to do is go and start, if you like it, man, go start researching how it's made from beginning to how it ends, the process, and all the different tanneries and, Horween Leather in Chicago. They're one of the biggest or well-known around the world. And they're right there in Chicago, and they do some fantastic stuff. But People think like, say you go to a store and you buy a leather belt and it says genuine leather on the back. Genuine leather means nothing. That means absolutely nothing. So actually, genuine leather, there's you can put so much scrap. What they do is they take like scraps of leather, okay, and then they have fillers. It's a filler. It's like a felt, cotton, whatever the heck it is, and they fill it into that leather. So when you get a leather belt, they're legally able to say genuine leather if it contains so much leather. But really, you cut that belt in half, that's not even all leather. It's all stuffing. It's all crap.
Yeah.
So you buy a real leather belt, you're gonna see the difference. And it'll last you 100 years longer than the other one would. So there's just a big difference. Don't ever get fooled by genuine leather. Genuine leather is one of the biggest scams there is.
It's like OSB versus real lumber.
There you go. Right. Yeah.
So
exactly.
hey, we're at an hour and 5 minutes already. Baxter, the time flies here.
Sure.
Let's start with a little giveaway action. And Baxter, he wanted to do a giveaway because this is commemorating his first ever appearance on a live, which I very much appreciate you letting myself and Kevin host this your first time on here. So you want to show what you're going to give away real quick?
I'm going to give away some stickers. I got some coasters on the way. I'll have some other swag. And this is the Bulldog. It's a Frost Cutlery Saw Junior. They call it the Dirt Buster, but it's 3 blades. 3 blades. Very unique in blue, pick bone. No gaps in the back springs, and pretty decent walk and talk, no half stops, but it's got a nice snap. I will pull out the box for it. Little to no use on this whatsoever.
Now, do you have a pen and a piece of paper there?
Yes, I do. I have this custom carved pin from Pacific Northwest stuff. He's up here, I think, near Bremerton. I met him through Big Red EDC. This is Black Palm, and Big Red always gives these away. And actually, I won this from one of Big Red's giveaways. So yes, I did find some paper also.
So if you want to write a number down between 1 and 100,
okay.
Let me know when you got that number.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Just don't show it.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Georgia last week said it. I was like, oh, you got to pick another one now. All right, guys, you're going to see the word start in the comments. So go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 100 for the first package here from Baxter's Blades. So, and let's talk about this real quick. As far as fixed blade, what is your go-to fixed blade that you're usually going to?
Well, a few weeks ago, the Selkirk I had up at my friend's cabin at Lake Wenatchee. Again, my SOG Seal Pup Elite has always been a go-to, but I did recently pick this up. I don't know if you've seen it. It's the Marbles Jet Pilot. So it's my biggest fixed blade. It's basically like it's similar to a Kabar, but the blade shape's a little different, more of a Persian blade shape, but it has really nice stacked leather handles, and it's a budget knife. I mean, this was like $20 to $30, and for chopping wood, maybe not the best knife, but I really don't use fixed blades as much. Up in the hills, we do a lot of hiking and stuff, so I'll just grab the little folders. And but I did carry the Selkirk because it's pretty decent compact size, and you get the little flint here, and it's got this, it's just a really good knife, and I hope I can break it so maybe they can replace it, but I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Send it over to Tristan Barnett, and he'll send it in for you.
Somebody asked what steel is on the marbles.
The marbles, it just said stainless. I have no idea. So
yeah, I'm curious. 420.
Put some, it's probably a 420 or 440. It's kind of cool. I mean, the leather, it says leather sheath, but it's leather underneath, but the sheath, it's kind of covered in a pleather. So it's like pleather covered leather, really cheap. but it did come with a little sharpening stone here, which is kind of nice to have in the field when your cheap stainless blade gets dull. You can like hone it up. But this would be definitely like going to the mountains for a while, you know.
Yeah, it's Jesse said 440 as well. Well, you said 420, so it's about the same. But hey, what we're going to do, we're going to give it another 10 seconds. So be sure you type in a number between 1 and 100 if you haven't already. You got 6 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to put the word stop in there. So what was the winning number, Baxter?
Okay, let's see if I can show this. It is 47.
7. Okay, so
we got
Alan Rice at 49.
Jeff Jackson has 44. We have a 47 from Radio Geek.
RJ Knives has a 47 also.
So Radio Geek has 47. RJ Knives has 47.
It's like we have a knife off.
And it looks like those are the only two that hit 47.
Man.
So that's pretty cool.
We have a old-fashioned knife fight here in the comments. So Baxter, what you got to do is put in a number between 1 and 20.
1 and 20, okay.
Between 1 and 20. I'm going to do something different. What do you think, Kevin?
All day, brother. Do it up, man. Change it up.
You got a number between 1 and 20?
Yep.
Okay, who was it again that we need to knife off?
RJ's Knives and Radio Geek.
Okay, you two. Put a number between 1 and 20 in. It's the closest. It don't matter if you go over. It's just the closest. Between 1 and 20. Come on, RJ.
And everybody smash that like button for sure.
RJ says give it to Radio Geek.
He's giving it away.
There we go. So Radio Geek, you're going to be the winner, and I know I definitely have your information. I think he won last week, didn't he?
Thank you.
I think
RJ's Knives.
I think maybe. I'll type in my he can find it under my page description, but I'll just type in my email right here.
Okay. So Radio Geek, he's going to put his email address in there for you.
Congratulations, Radio Geek. Thank you, RJ's Knives, for sending that up to, giving that over to him.
Hey, and Woobin Flashlights, if you go over and type in AFF20 for an X3 OWL flashlight, you get 20% off. Again, Woobin Flashlights, AFF20 for 20% off. And I'll have a video on that piece coming out tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. I may put it out tonight. I don't know. So Radio Geek was the winner of Baxter's Blades Happy Hour Live Chat Premier Special Guest Giveaway. That's what we'll call it.
I'll do another one at 500. It's going to be a very special knife.
Now, before we talk about Happy Hour Live Chats giveaway, be sure you type in the word Kaiser so you get a ticket. This is a month-long raffle. We're going to draw this the first weekend in October, and then we'll start our breast cancer awareness. But type the word Kaiser into the live chat comments for a chance to win this roach. Now, with that being said, I've got some stuff over here. Since you did a giveaway, I was like, well, I'll just compile a nice little pile here for Happy Hour Live Chats. Ben Baker, he supplied this red Tinker. It's got the, it's got the toothpick and the tweezers. And that's going to come with the box. I'm sorry, I got to stack all this stuff up. And Jersey Knife Guy donated this. It's the assisted opening Ozark trail knife. Guys, I got one. I really like it. I'm not going to lie. It's a dandy. J.O.Ventures donated this paracord bracelet. It even has a compass in it. Then we got swag. We got EDC Leatherworks has this nice end tag that you could put on anything. It's the American flag. I don't want to put it upside down. I'm sorry. So
that's awesome. That is cool.
J.O.Ventures decal. A decal that Pete from Jersey Knife Guy donated. This right here come from EDC Leatherworks. This right here came from EDC Leatherworks as well. I don't know how I'm remembering all this. J.O.'s card. It actually has his QR code in it. So if you ever want to get in touch with him or watch his channel, you can do that. And then like I said, Pete sent so much stuff. He sent a whole bag of knives, guys, and not just Ozark Trail knives. There's a marble split back Whittler in there. There's also a Gerber, some type of real nice, like fancy knife. We got a Patty's potato peeler decal from Jersey.
Patty.
And Jersey also gave this G.I. Joe style Smoky Mountain Knife Works decal. So, and I don't want to forget North Star Knife Reviews. I have one of his ferro rods left. I'm saving that for because you were going to do yours tonight, so I kind of put that away till next week.
Okay.
So, guys, that's quite a bit of stuff. And again, Ben Baker, he just reached out to me. It's in that box. He said, I'm going to send you something for Happy Hour live chat. And everyone loves these tinkers. So that's going to be a nice one there to get to somebody.
Man, they're just nice to have on you. They work. They work.
So, Baxter, if you can pick another number between 1 and 100.
100, okay. Okay, got it.
Okay. So I'm going to put the word start in the comments. And when you guys see the word start, just go ahead and start putting in a number between 1 and 100. We'll see if we can have another good old-fashioned knife off here.
So, Baxter, while they're doing that, do you have, I know that you said that you had a grill knife in mind, or there was one that you wanted to get, but do you have something now that's, that your go-to knife? What's your go-to?
It's tough because I have so many. I try to carry something different to work every day.
Well, one that you like maybe a little over the others.
But this, I do find, I do more shorts of this Stockman, this K Stockman at work. What is this, pattern 75? Is it 70?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yep. Carbon steel, getting a little patina there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's some patina.
It's awesome. I mean, when I first got this, nobody would have told me that, hey, you get a little blade rub, I probably would have been upset. But I'm like, there's a little blade rub, but at least it's not touching the edge or anything, the cutting edge.
Right.
I find I carry this a lot. I'm carrying it more than my trapper. I'm been really getting into the Stockmans, and I've gotten recently some Saw Juniors. This is the mahogany bone in carbon, and I'm starting to carry this. I'm getting some patina on this also.
That's one of the knives I want right there. The mahogany.
Yeah. I mean, these are usually $58 to $60 knives, and this was 40,
47,
44. Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
And like you said, that's cheaper than a Rosecraft Barlow, which I already have a Rosecraft Barlow. But I mean, if you can get a case in bone and carbon steel for under $50, jump on it, because I know the prices are going to just go up.
It's a no-brainer, right? Yep.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think Kevin has that exact 75 that you just showed too.
Yeah, I do. That's that's one of my favorite knives right there. The 75 is just so you can work with it all day long. It's a work knife. That thing is a work knife. That's what it is.
Also, Steel Warrior has this. I couldn't believe it was $15. It's like a large jumbo trapper, and it's a ram horn. You can see it. It's a big trapper, and this is kind of a cool carry. But the fact that you can get this ram horn for $15, the price of just like a normal Chinese trapper, like I had to show that. This was fun to have in the mountains for sure. It's the size of a buck 110.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna put stop in the chat, so you guys surely have your numbers in by now. But guys, we've had between 45 and 53 people in here for the last hour. I want to thank everybody for coming on here, and be sure you subscribe to Baxter's Blades. This is unbelievable. I mean, this is his first live, and to come on and have this many supporters, it just shows that everyone's enjoying your comment out there, man. So guys, hey, we got Gunslinger Cal in here now, and I don't know if he heard me shout him out earlier, but I did, Gunslinger. So I'm going to put stop in the comments here real quick. So what was the number that you picked?
I saw somebody who was really close. I haven't gone through them all yet, but it's 82. I see somebody had an 81, but double check that.
Wang Dang had 81.
That's what I saw.
And I think that is the closest.
I don't see any 83s or anything.
No. Looks like Twang Thang with 81, but if you guys just want to verify that.
Yeah, anyone in the chats can say, hey, TK is usually our what's that called, spell checker or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I can't numbers very well. I'm from West Virginia, so I don't numbers good.
Me neither. So Twang Dang with 81. Does anyone see anything closer or right on 82?
Yeah, I think that he's got it.
Yeah, he got it.
And it says Silverbeard says Baxter said he'd give everyone $5 to join tonight, right? No. Hey, Twang Thing. I don't think I have your information. So all you gotta do is go to my bio page and go to the information, and you can get my Gmail address. Just shoot your mailing address to my email address. And if you can do that in the next 10 minutes, that would be great. That way I can confirm that I do have your information to get you the winning package, because it's a big winning package. And I usually mail them out at least by Tuesdays. I like for people to have their the winnings before the next week's live. It's just I'm kind of weird like that. But I think if you're on here and watching us and supporting us, then I want to get you your stuff before the next week's live hits. So again,
talking about a giveaway, I just want to let people know that I'm going to be doing a giveaway next week. Actually, I'm sorry, this coming week. So this week I'm going to be doing a giveaway for the 2,000 subscribers. So I just hit that 2,000 subscribers. Yeah.
Wow! Congratulations, Kevin.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's like, once you hit that certain number, they just get rolling. So. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a giveaway this week coming up, and for the 2,000 subscriber video. So guys, be on the lookout for that. I haven't done many videos lately. It's just, it is what it is. But that giveaway video will be coming out this week. So be on the lookout for that.
You're busy season right now with turnover and stuff too.
It's extreme. So what happens is it dies down in the winter, but right before that die down, everything skyrockets and it's crazy. So it will be slowing down. But yeah, that be on the lookout. 2,000 giveaway video that'll be coming out this week.
And Baxter's Blades, I know you also have Instagram as well, and you do, you put stuff on there as well. So I want to, anything else that you want to plug for your, just getting people towards your content.
Yeah, I was really reluctant to do anything Facebook or Instagram for years, and wasn't really. But big JB, Big Red AEC is like, hey, try Instagram. It's a good way just to get yourself out there in the community. And I've met more people on Instagram than I ever thought. Ken Smith and Doom Crew. Usually what I'll do is when I post a short, I'll take a picture and I'll just post a picture of what I'm carrying for the day. And but that's basically what I do, is just post a few pictures there. But it's great. You don't have to try to get somebody's email address. You can just direct message them.
Yeah, like today I shot through that stuff we're going to go over. It's so nice. And
it took a little bit of getting used to. Like today I was talking to John J.O.Ventures and I pressed the wrong button and I was calling him. And I'm like, sorry, dude, I pressed the wrong button. I don't know how that happened. But it's kind of cool because I guess if I want to call him, I don't have his phone number. I can just call him. And the direct messaging is really nice for just getting a hold of somebody really quick. But yeah, Instagram, basically, it's just, I found it hard. You seem to know how to post links on there better. And I think there's tools to do it, but I've yet to be able to post my YouTube page on it. So it's just almost like you got to know, just go to YouTube and look for Baxter's Blades.
Well, what you got to, I can only post it on stories. And the sticker thing up in the top by the letter, you hit that and you can post a link. So you got to copy your link to the YouTube page. But what stinks is there's not a good link. Like you'll hit that and it'll take you to a web page YouTube instead of your own YouTube app.
Yeah.
And Facebook takes you to actually your YouTube app and it's easier to use. But I still put it on there that way that I can direct them to it. But it's, and I've done that to Doom Crew 100 times where I'm getting out of my car and I'm calling him on the Instagram or whatever all the time. But
yeah.
But J.O., I tell you what, I was in a store over the weekend. I just had a question about something, and I was like, "Hey," and he just hits me up on the phone. I was like, "All these students are sucking away my service, to send like pictures or video."
Yeah.
Man, just call me. I called him, and he just helped me with the questions I had, and just a great guy, man. I've been hitting it up with him quite a bit. We even FaceTimed the other night a little bit about Sarah's little leather venture. So,
well, nice. There's a bunch of other things, like Slippy has his special
Discord.
Discord, and I tried that out, and I think my phone's so old, like it wasn't charging at night. It was getting all this overloaded information, and it was that cool. I was there for a little bit, but between YouTube and Instagram, I don't have time to be juggling all this stuff. But it's nice to have Instagram to direct message people, and you can chat with people on YouTube.
Yeah, I tried that Discord thing for about a day, and I was done with it because, like you, I got a job. I can't, YouTube. And me and Kevin talk. We're talking throughout the day about our game plans and stuff for the week. Jersey, I'm talking to him quite a bit. I'm talking to Doom Crew every single day as well.
Yeah.
So to throw Discord on top of that, I just can't. I couldn't do it. I just could. I tried. I just couldn't do it.
So it's so much to it's a lot. It is a lot.
We got to go to work, and we got to actually work, and so I'm not sitting behind a computer all day.
I do that. But
that's right.
We're just so busy right now. Kind of like Boston. There's a quick time in the season.
Yeah.
And we're in it, and it'll die down. And as soon as the holidays hit, it ramps back up for another turnover.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about, Boston.
I do. I absolutely do. Yeah.
Going 60,000 of them.
Yeah, I know all about it. I know all about it. What's crazy too is it picks back. I'm sorry, it slows down in the winter season, and then it's like you can't really get outside to do any outside content, so it kind of sucks. But it is what it is. You can still do inside content, or if you want to get out there, you can get out there and do it. But it depends on how harsh your winter is. But yeah, just anyways, anyone who hasn't subscribed to Baxter's Blades, please do so. Obviously, guy's a great guy. He's on here. He's getting started within the community. Subscribe to him. And Baxter Blades, is there anything you like to end this show with?
I just want to thank everybody out in the community there. Like, I would not be here without everybody. I could just spend 10 minutes rambling off names of everybody in the community that has just been there, commented, and both of you guys, like I remember just commenting to, Big J about his, and he got right back to me. And it's just everybody who's there. Everybody's really positive. I'm not getting any negative energy. And what I love about it is we all have different religious and political beliefs, but we don't talk about it. We're just people.
That's it.
And that's what I think is cool. We got a hobby, and we can all relate to it. And I think it's bringing Americans together, and it's bringing people from around the world together, people from the UK, and I get people who watch from Korea and India and stuff like that. And so I love his, it's the community. And I love how everybody is, we can just be real people and not distracted about all the other distractions in the world.
That's awesome, man. Well, very well said. Very well said. And if you do get those, because they will come, those negative comments on a video, it's 99.9% of the time someone from outside of the community that is just a troll, doesn't, they just want to get you going. You just ignore them. That's all,
Yeah.
But you don't really see that, though. You don't see it much.
And there's a time and a place for political and religious conversations, but I like that we just talk knives, like I don't care what your political beliefs are, and
right.
I don't want to force mine on you, and it's not a place for it. So it's nice that we can just all enjoy each other's company and
I agree.
Share knives,
And Ray just said it perfectly. Knives are a refuge from politics.
Yeah.
Amen, Ray.
And since I cut my cable off a few years ago and got my health in check, and am in the gym right after work, and then usually focused on my knife stuff after I get home from the gym, I don't even pay attention to any of it. This is so great. This what we all have here is just so great. So
I can't even watch news anymore. It's too depressing.
Or TV in general. That's some bullshit. Stop here and eat this garbage food we have, or something like that. And I'm just like,
I'll be honest with you, and this is the truth. I cut my cable 10 years ago. I have not watched, and this is the truth. I have not watched TV at all in 10 years. I don't watch the news. I don't watch a show. I don't watch any of it. And it's when I go to work and people talk about, hey, have you seen this show? Like, you guys know me by now. I don't watch TV. I don't watch that crap. It's all fake, phony. But
I get that shit where I work. And they'll come in talking about that. And I'm like, dude, how many times I got to tell you? I don't even have cable.
I honestly.
Some horse shit, Oh, well,
me and my family, we don't even, the TV doesn't really even come on. But
I like movies. I'll watch movies.
Yeah,
that's okay. You like your movies. That's no problem. But yeah, no, Baxter, it's great having you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
This was
welcome to the community. It's awesome. I know you said you've been here for since January or something like that.
Yeah, but not really seriously into it till like after March and stuff.
So yeah. So
and then summer hit, and it's like I want to be out riding motorcycles in summer, and actually the sun eventually came out, but I'll probably be more active in the lives this winter. And like I said, I think RJ will have me in a couple of weeks. We're just gonna work out the wrinkles and stuff.
That'll be a huge. He really helped myself and Kevin.
He big time. And I'm gonna let Big J end it here. I'm just gonna say one thing. Thank you to everybody that's in the live right now. We have a whole a bunch of people in here. Me and Big J greatly appreciate it. And it's just a fantastic time with you guys here. We appreciate all of you. Be on the lookout for that giveaway this week. I'm going to be doing that video. And I'll let Big J end it. Just stay well, stay safe out there, guys.
All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to, first of all, I got to thank all of these people are in the description. EDC Leatherworks / Georgia Adventure, Jersey Knife Guy, North Star Knife Reviews, J.O.Ventures, Jesse McJames, Ben Baker, and Dwayne Letterman for sending that pink stuff. And you could tell it was handmade. I greatly appreciate that. And guys, again, hop on, sub to Baxter's Blades. And that newer channel we shouted out earlier, Gunslinger Cal, be sure you watch him as well and sub to him as well. He's looking to break 100 here tonight. So with that, we're going to end the stream, and we will see you guys next weekend.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.